Welcome, welcome, welcome. S.T.E.M Research is back. It's another one for Wednesday. Getting through the hump day. What's good? Mike Love in the building. Mike and MFN Love. DJ Emmanuel, I see you. Thank you for joining the Sensei 08. What up? What up? What up? What up? My view. I cannot view. Where is my view? For my stats, scene transitions, sources, chat. There it is. All right, I got my chat in front of me tonight. Good evening. I hope everybody is good. Hope y'all doing good today. Thank y'all for joining us for another episode of S.T.E.M Research, Monday through Friday. Doing this every day of the week. And then coming soon, the Old Man Rap Show on the 30th is this month. October 30th, that is a Saturday from noon to 3 o'clock. So you'll get your boy 6 days a week. Just when you thought you had enough of me, Monday through Friday, 8 o'clock. Nah. I'm doing a rap show because there's so much underexposed, underappreciated rap music that's out there from the golden era of 1979 all the way through the end or near the end of one of the second eras, right? What do they say? That era ended when Tupac and Biggie died, 96, 97. So we'll cut it off at 95 because that's how I'm feeling, because I don't want too much jigginess to get caught up in there, right? Everything after 96 is real shiny, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's super gritty from like 90, from Wu-Tang to 95. Super gritty. So I want to catch some of that grit. You know, I don't want to get the spit shine in there. You know, once that second Biggie album dropped in 97, it was a wrap. So, I mean, but yeah, there's plenty of great songs all the way through to today, right? But mark that on your calendars. Mark it on your calendars, the Old Man Rap Show. Noon Central till 3 p.m. Central, starting October 30th. October 30th, that's a Saturday. October 31st is, of course, a Sunday. That is Halloween. All right. So tonight we're going to kick it off with a couple of dope stems. We are keeping it all in the family tonight. Tonight, Sister Sledge and DeBarge, which may seem a little odd because one is a disco classic from 1979, the first single from the We Are Family album, and the second one is a slow jam from 1983, the first single from In a Special Way. Both great albums, both incredible albums. I think that In a Special Way is the best DeBarge album, hands down. That's the one. And I think it got its extra props. I said this last time we played stems from that album. It definitely gets extra because it's got A Dream, the Bunny DeBarge solo joint on there, and it's also got the last song we did on S.T.E.M Research, the baby, you know, that one. Not time will reveal. I always get caught up in the names of my songs, right? Stay with me. It wasn't a favorite of mine. That's why I can't remember it. Stay with me. So in retrospect, that one has gotten super, super big, right? Super big because it got sampled in one of the biggest rap records of all time. That One More Chance, Stay With Me remix is, you know, it goes down in history. So between that, what's on there? Stay With Me, Time Will Reveal, Love Me in a Special Way, and A Dream. And it's 9 songs on the CD or the tape or the album or however you want to call it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 9 songs, you know, and you might have another favorite mixed up in there. So that's the crazy part. Like, you could have 4 or 5 songs on the album and you call it a classic. It's a classic. Fam, it's 9 songs. It's a classic. 4 of them are hot. It's a classic. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4. I don't know Queen of My Heart. I don't know Baby Won't You Come Quick. Yikes. I Give Up on You. Don't know that one either. Number one, Any Fan. Thank you for joining us. Miss Chris, what up? King T7, what's going on with you? And the Gym Addict, thank you all for being here. All right, so as we jump right in, as I said, DeBarge is in the building tonight, along with the sisters of Sledge. And that is where we're going to start tonight with Sister Sledge. He's the Greatest Dancer, a song that was originally supposed to be for Chic. Of course, it is written and produced by Nile Rodgers and Bernard Edwards. Their first big project outside of their own team, right? They had been making hits for themselves for a few years. The executives at Atlantic Records said, hey, we got a list of people. Choose who you want to work with, Sister Sledge, or, you need to work with these girls. That seems to be a recurring theme of like, hey, you guys are a great production team. Who would you like to work with? That happened with Janet Jackson and Jam and Lewis. It happened also with Sister Sledge. And like I said, that song was supposed to be for them. As it turns out, the girls didn't like some of the lyrics in the song. Because they were still relatively young. They didn't go out to clubs. And the song is called He's the Greatest Dancer, right? It's a song about a disco, a guy who never leaves the disco alone. And the girls are like, that's going to tarnish our image. Fam, you don't have an image. You have 0 hits in your career. You've been recording since 1973. Let us do this. So, when they said that, and the line that actually got them caught up was my creme de la creme, please take me home. And that made them seem like they were loose. And they weren't, They were like, hey, we're sisters. The youngest sister, Kathy, is 18, 19 years old. She's 19 when the album comes out, probably 18-ish when they're recording it. So she's still a baby. And the sisters are just a few years older than her. So think about it. They're concerned with their image. They're concerned with how they will be perceived, talking about trying to take a guy home. Fam, she's 19. And, Kathy sings lead on the song. But Bernard Edwards and Nile Rodgers stuck to their guns. They wrote the song. They're like, you're going to sing the song like we wrote it. And this guy, if you think about it, he's the greatest dancer. Just because you want to leave the club with him doesn't mean he's going to leave the club with you. So don't worry about it. He's not leaving the club with you anyway. He's probably gay. Not to say that the greatest dancer was always gay, because back in those days he was not necessarily. But sometimes he was. So the song gets recorded. It's released as the first single. The label wanted something a little bit more disco-y. It's 79. We're in the heart of the disco era. We want something that really speaks to the dance floor, to the discos. And that is exactly what that song is. A great lead into the second single, which of course is The Monster, We Are Family. Shag Nice, what up? Fam, you have no image. Right. Come on, bro. Marcus Chapman, they were recording, like they have a cover of As. They did a cover of As by Stevie Wonder that is rare as far as it being a 12-inch. Like it's like a pretty expensive 12-inch, but like the cover itself sucks. Like, how are you going to do a cover of Stevie Wonder's song and it sucks? Their cover. Please look it up. It's on YouTube. I'm not going to play it. I could play it. I could go to YouTube, search it, pull it up, play it for you. And then you'd be like, it's one of those, and I made a post about this on Facebook yesterday. It was like, it's one of those covers that makes you want to go directly back to the original. Like if your cover song does not do the song justice, at least, it doesn't have to be better, just do it justice. Like Layla Hathaway's version of Angel does Anita Baker's song justice. So much so that it doesn't make me want to go listen to the original. Sister Sledge's version of As does not do the song justice. That's all. So it doesn't have to be better. Just do it justice. If it doesn't do it justice and it forces me to go listen to the doom, 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 Stevie Wonder version, you lost. That's where you lost. They sang As on an episode of The Jeffersons. Did they? Did they? They performed it on Soul Train. Did they? Oh, man, I got to go back. Shout out to the Stimulators, always on top of the game. Always. The chat is always lit with information, news. Sister Sledge was on the Jeffersons, fam. I can't believe it. Sister Sledge was on Soul Train. I'm going right. I always have a to-do list, things to do after the show. First thing, I'm going to YouTube to watch that episode of them singing As on Soul Train. What a young Kathy. Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. DJ Infinite, thank you for joining us. What's good, sir? Good evening to you. Also, one of the things that this song kind of ushered in, it shouted out designers, Halston, Gucci, Fiorucci, or whatever the hell they say, right? Whatever that line is. Fiorucci. I'm sorry, I copy and pasted it in my notes. Halston, Gucci, Fiorucci, which, for the most part, had not been done. If it had been done, it really hadn't been done on that level where they're sending shout outs to designers. And of course, something like that is super popularized by rappers in the 90s and 2000s and beyond. And to this day, you know, Biggie and all of the artists that really started shouting out, really Brand Nubian, they were shouting out labels from the 1980s on up. Actually, a couple of years later, Cameo on their Nights from the Sound Table album on the song Don't Be So Cool. And it's funny because that song, there's a line where they also mention labels. What did it say? Gucci, Poochie? I don't even know if the actual names of the labels that they mention are real, but that's probably the second time I remember someone on a record shouting out designer labels. And the song Don't Be So Cool is just really an album cut. But Nights on the Sound Table, Nights from the Sound Table is such a good album that it just immediately comes to mind because it's almost like a bite from the Sister Sledge song because that's just not something that was done. But Don't Be So Cool is a song about a chick that's like super bougie, and it fits in the description of what she's talking about on the song. So let us jump into the song, shall we? Let's break it down. Let's listen to the instrumental. Let's break down all of the instruments. Of course, the song was sampled in later years by Will Smith on the Getting Jiggy with It, na 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 na. Right? Most popularly sampled. That's when the Trackmasters, the Jackmasters, the Trackmasters were jacking everything. It was like, that was just any loop of any song from the late 70s and the 80s was fair game. And they were jacking them and using them, and they were making them hit records. They were making them hits all over again. So, of course, if you're not familiar with the song, you'll be like, oh, Getting Jiggy with It, na 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 na. So let's dive right into it, man. Sister Sledge, our girls on S.T.E.M Research.
One, two.
Jason Knight, thank you. On Facebook. Shout out to everyone watching us on Facebook as well. Appreciate that. Thank you for the love. Tony Touch sampled this with Total. It's the greatest DJ, yes. Also late 90s or early 2000s. I mean, that's like 00001. I love those horns. Yes. See the horns getting ready to come in? Bounce, Bow Wow character Xavier's skating song. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen the movie Roll Bounce from the beginning to the end. I've seen bits and pieces of it. It's a big movie for Chicago as it was filmed here. I remember it being a very big deal. But not big enough for me to be like, oh yeah, I want to go see that. Call myself Chicago and not have seen Roll Bounce. Like how could I be in the midst of all of that when they're filming it? Probably because I wasn't an extra or something, you know. Hating, just a hater. Sandra D. Jones on Facebook, what out? Shout out to everybody on Facebook. I finally got the chat up so I can see y'all. Twitch, what up? Welcome to the Stimulators. Cheryl Sweet Lady Dunlap. Good evening. DJ Cirquette. Good to see you. Thank you. Welcome. Stimulators, mount up. Come on now. Now with a little extra you digs at the end. A little extra smoke for 'em. All right, so anytime we have Sister Sledge, we've played a lot of Nile Rodgers and Bernard Edwards productions on this show, so we got to show love. Oh my God, is Tractor opening? Please don't open Tractor. I'm always like accidentally clicking stuff. I'm such an accidental clicker. There it is. Force quit. God bless you, Mac. If I was on a Windows computer, it just would have opened up. It's just gonna open until you close it. All right, so we start with the drums. We break down the song tracks, essential music. That is what STEM research is all about. STEM, song tracks, essential music. And the research is that's just part of the extra, you know. I have DJs and some of my closest colleagues tell me that they appreciate that part of the show where it's not just about playing the stems, but it's also about the research part, the story of the music, the story of the group, the story of the song. They appreciate it. So coming from your peers, that means a lot. So thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that so much. All right. So let's dive into the song. We will start out, of course, when we break down any song, we start out with the drums. Ooh, those toms are kicking. We start out with Mr. Tony Thompson on drums. Listen to those toms. That's what's giving you on the real sound systems from the 1970s and the 1980s. You would hear, listen to this tom. This sounds like an 808. That's not an 808, but it sounds like it on a good sound system. It's beating, and you're like, why in the world do these drums from 1979 sound like that? And that's simply because the sounds from the 808 drum machine or any drum machine really derive from actual drum sounds. So the 808 is nothing. The 808 kick is nothing but a tom or a kick from a drum. That's where it originates. It's not something that somebody just pulled out of the sky and was like, we're going to make this big drum sound. I mean, now, as it got more and more mutated, that part, of course, is hip-hop and dance music's doing. But the sound in general, these stems are untouched from 1979, and that sound is definitely the sound of today's music. Yeah. Clubs like, I only experienced it a handful of times in my lifetime. Back when I grew up in Milwaukee, there was a club called Papagayo, and they changed their name to Sonny's on Broadway. And here in Chicago, the Warehouse, shout out to DJ Emmanuel, I never heard disco records in my life sound like how they sounded at the Warehouse. And I can only imagine that's what the clubs in New York and Chicago back in the day used to sound like. I wasn't at any of the Frankie Knuckles parties or the Ron Hardy parties. You know, I wasn't here for those. But I can imagine that the sound systems were compatible or comparable to that. All right, so as usual, Tony Thompson is Mr. Straightforward and Steady on the drums. He's not giving you more than you can handle. That's not his job in this group. It is his job to give you a straightforward groove for his guys, the rest of the group, to rock out over. I mean, he's up there in a suit too, you know, like all the guys in the group are in suits, in three-piece suits, or two or three-piece suits. You don't want to be working too hard behind the drums in a three-piece suit. Like, that can't be the most comfortable thing in the world, doing a concert in a suit. And you're the drummer. Bass player, guitar player, they're just standing there the whole time. Anything. Yeah, absolutely. They could be that. All right, let's take the tom out. Kick. Snare. Tony Thompson, ladies and gentlemen. Nice. All right, let's take it back. Let's go back to bass. Bernard, you already know. You already know, bro. The signature bass and signature guitar licks. That's a bad man. That is a bad man. We are breaking down track for track, track by track. He's the Greatest Dancer by Sister Sledge. I remember that spot in Wisconsin. Look at you. OG, I see you. All right, Cheryl. All right, time to switch it up for the hook. As you can see now, took a break on that. And coming up at the end of this verse, now we'll join in with guitar number one. Nice. That's bad. I love that. I like when he cut that off. Yeah, absolute magic fingers. Absolutely. All right, so we have a whole second guitar, the rhythm guitar, that we have not gone to, that we'll go to on the hook. When Niall stops playing this part. Rhythm guitar, Nile Rodgers. Come on. All right, we're gonna let the guitars rock out. Gonna drop the bass out. Let's go. Guitar by itself. S.T.E.M research, the breakdown, track by track, musically. That's what we do. Bass. The grooves are so strong. It's just the grooves, man. Come on. Uh-oh. I lost one. go to our next stack of instruments. Let's go to some keyboard work. We have Rhodes, electric piano, Rhodes, and piano, normal piano. The breakdown, we'll get to the last, we'll get to the vocals. Great vocal performance by Kathy and the Sisters. It's sibling night on S.T.E.M Research. We got the Sisters Sledge, and the family DeBarge, aka the DeBarges. They really came out of the gate as the DeBarges. They was like, you know what? Nah, that's not gonna work. All right, let's get some horns in there. Love when they take it out. Horns. I'm telling y'all, the Chic organization was on one. They was on one. Just horns. Still have strings to get to, of course. Of course, you know the strings. Horns are sharp. Come on. Somebody got jiggy with the Rhodes there. The original getting jiggy with it. Take the pianos out. Keys. All right, let's get to those strings. See what those strings do. Breaking down, as you can see on the screen. He's the greatest dancer. Sister Sledge, production by Chic, the Chic organization. Come on. Chic strings. Love it, love it. Let's go. Now we'll drop the horns with the strings. See what that sounds like. Hold the phone. DJ Miz 1970, what up? CJ Nikki, what up? Say give him a little extra long hook. 16 bars. Love the instruments. Instrumentation. That's what we're giving you. Giving you instrumentation. Let's go. Chic Organization 79. Great take by the Strings. Strings, of course, always dubbed in last. That's the last thing that is recorded, or one of the last things that are recorded. Usually horn sections, strings, always recorded last, overdubbed. So a lot of times when the artist hears the song, especially when they're singing it, when they're in the studio, none of these things exist. So the big orchestration that's added. All right, let's get to. We see we have a bunch of vocal tracks here. Kathy Sledge kicking up. Well, actually, background vocals courtesy of the sisters. So let's get into it.
Oh, what wow. He's the greatest dancer. Oh, what wow. That I've ever seen.
Well, not just the backgrounds.
Oh, what wow.
But Chic as well.
He's the greatest dancer. Oh, what wow.
One night in a disco on the outskirts of Frisco, I was cruising with my favorite gang.
Stack vocals.
The place was so boring, filled with out-of-towners touring. I knew that it wasn't my thing.
Come on, Kathy.
I really wasn't caring, but I felt my eyes staring.
Titan Davis, what up?
At a guy who stuck out in the crowd.
Lydell, what up, bro?
He had a kind of body,
Mr. Hypnotic.
a shame Adonis, and a face that would make any man proud.
Oh, what wow.
Wow.
He's the greatest dancer. Oh, what wow. That I've ever seen.
Ooh.
Oh, what wow. He's the greatest dancer. Oh, what wow.
The champion of dance, his moves will put you in a trance, and he never leaves the disco alone. Arrogance but not conceit, as a man he's complete. My creme de la creme, please take me home. He wears the finest clothes, the best designers, heaven knows. Ooh, from his head down to his toes.
First designer shout out.
Austin, Gucci, Fiorucci, he looks like a still. That man is dressed to kill.
Oh, what wow. He's the greatest dancer. Oh, what wow. That I've ever seen. Oh, what wow. He's the greatest dancer. Oh, what wow. Oh, what wow. He's the greatest dancer. Oh, what wow. That I've ever seen.
I love your move.
Oh, what wow. He's the greatest dancer. Oh, what wow.
That I've ever seen.
And really, that's it. Like, that's it. The song is really about Chic and what they bring to the table instrumentally. 2 really short verses. They didn't We Are Family it. Somebody on Facebook was like, I was talking like songs that old songs you can't stand. And somebody was like, We Are Family by Sister Sledge. Like, that song is nothing but the chorus. like there are no main verses. I'm like, trust me, there's two verses, and the rest of the song is hook from the rest of the way out. But we already did We Are Family on this show. I think it's a great song. As a dad that has daughters, I got 4 daughters. I love that song. I love what it means. I love what it stands for. I got a Sister Sledge of my own. All I got to do is start singing, and they're a bad band, man. Sister Sledge, man, on S.T.E.M Research. Debbie, Joni, Chachi. No, Debbie, Kathy, Joni, and Kim. The Sisters Sledge, man. Great song. Great tune here on S.T.E.M Research. Mike, mother freaking love. As we will continue. Hold up. Let's close that out, shall we? Open. And we'll cancel that. All right. What's going on, guys? What's up with the chat? Rest in peace, Joni. She was the finest one. Yep. Miss Shanita. Miss Chris. All right. Let's shut that down. Close. Save and open the next, which will be that. All right, so let's go back to the full screen. What's going on, guys? Male background voice. Oh, that would be Luther Vandross. Luther did sing background on that song, which is dope, right? Pretty dope. Let's see who sang backgrounds on that song. There's a few background singers that I did not mention. Alpha Anderson and Norma Jean Wright, who are and were lead singers for Chic. David Lastly, Diva Gray, what a great name, Diva Gray, and Luther Vandross. So you probably heard either David Lastly or Luther Vandross mixed in there, but they sang backgrounds for the entire album. All right. Orchestration by Gene Orloff's Chic Strings. That song went to number 1 on the Black chart. Number 9 on the pop chart. Just broke the top 10 and probably would have done better. But the world was clamoring for We Are Family as a single, and they had to get it out there, and the clubs were asking for it, and the people were asking for it. So We Are Family, the single, actually hindered He's the Greatest Dancer from doing better on the pop chart. But a number 1 song on the Black charts, you can't go wrong with that, right? You can't go wrong with a number 1 song, as the saying goes. All right, let's take a break. We will come back with another joint. We'll come back with our second STEM of the night. It's STEM Research. My name is Mike MFN Love. Yeah, yeah. It is a theme song here on STEM Research. Joyous from Pleasure. Classic jazz fusion, man. Love the 70s. Okay, that's enough. All right, I see the stimulator chat stimulating tonight, talking about the lyrics from he's a Greatest Dancer. And yeah, that's a good one. Is it I Wonder Why? Is it a what? Wow. It we should have did a deeper dive, right? How come you guys didn't say that while I was playing it? I would have done the deeper dive. You guys know me. I'll mute some stuff out. I'll mute it out, man. We'll get to the bottom of it. That's what we do here. We are all about mysteries, solving the musical mysteries, except for Michael Jackson, because we don't always know what Michael's talking about, because he I missed it. Yeah, man, y'all I'll be working up in here. Working. All right, let's go back to the main screen. All right. So, for those of you who are new to the show and those of you who are veterans, subscribe to the YouTube channel. The episodes are now posted on YouTube. I will be deleting, shout out to Janet Jackson sampled that for a song, Big Band. All right, Terrell Rogers, thank you for the insight. Joyous, I'm guessing you're talking about. Look, the episodes will not stay up on Facebook because I don't want to go to Facebook jail. I've yet to go to Facebook jail. Yay! All my years on Facebook, I haven't been locked up. I'm a good guy. I'm a good boy. I do what's expected of me. I don't make silly comments on people's pictures. I don't get carried away. However, if you want to see these episodes, shout out to the people who are watching it on Facebook right now. But YouTube, my YouTube channel, Mike MFN Love. Subscribe, follow the page. It's just real simple. Go there and watch previous episodes from the last week, because that's when I started using Restream, and Restream records the episodes on Facebook, and it records it on Twitch and Twitter and YouTube. So that's it right there on the screen. That's it. Follow the page, Bandcamp, Mike and Meffin Love on that. Mike Love's Twitch channel. Shout out to the folks on Twitch. The original stimulators, you guys already know, Mike and Meffin Love. My Facebook page, Mike and Meffin Love as well. You can catch me there. All right. And IG. Don't forget about the gram. We're always on the gram. I post what the stems for the day will be on the gram, on my story on Instagram, and on my story on the post. Tomorrow, we're doing disco queens. We're doing I don't know. We're doing two ladies that are rumored. I don't know. Diana Ross, Donna Summer. A lot of people give them a hard time on the vocal tip. Donna Summer, a singer. Not like, she doesn't really get a lot of credit from black folks for being a singer. She got a lot of white fans, man. Rest her soul. God rest her soul, man. Donna Summer can sing. She's a singer. However, we've got Bad Girls and Love Hangover tomorrow. We're going disco on a Thursday night. And I might add a third stem, because shout out to my people. Shout out to my my STEM connections that are blessing me daily with fresh STEM. So I might throw a third disco diva in there. So tomorrow will be Disco Diva night. So Donna Summer's Bad Girls. Diana Ross, Love Hangover, just a great song. and a third stem to be named in the morning. All right. So make sure you join us for that. All right. I want to hear Emerald City from the Wiz, man. Azza. Azza K Fingers. Sylvester. LOL. I just did. Thank you, Inuasha Edwina. I appreciate it. That Live and More records proves Donna could sing. Absolutely. Like the girl can sing, but like I think with us for the most part, us meaning black people, not saying everybody on the chat is black, but if you're not singing a ballad, like that's in some of our minds. Ballads is kind of where, now I know there are a million up-tempo songs where someone is singing, but there is not one single singer, female, that you respect, or male for that matter, that does not have a slow song that they're blowing on, and Donna Summer does not. So I think that is probably one of the reasons why she's not looked at as a singer. But I Feel Love? Pfft, don't let me get them stems. Hey, Azza, I know you got some stems, bro. Let's make a deal. What do you got, man? Azza, shout out to Azza Fingers. We spotlighted him in Hula Summertime a few months back on the earlier editions of this show. Slide me some of those R&B stems. I know you still got them. Some of them house stems. I know you still got them. Message me, bro. I'm gonna message you. Nah, forget that. Big time. Like, black folks will big time you in a minute, right? Message me, man. No, you the one asking for something. Why should I message you? I'll message you, Azza. All right? I'll message you, bro. I know you got some stems. All right. I'm coming to you, bro. I have nothing. I can't stand you guys. You guys weren't allowed to keep the stems back then. You kind of, you transferred them and you did the remixes in the studio and you went back home. All right, we're out of here. Peace. Come on. No, Cats definitely don't have no original house. They definitely don't have the original stems for Nunu. Definitely do not. Or we heard a million remixes of those. I was talking to, who was I talking to about that today? Somebody messaged me and they were like, and we're going to get to Time Will Reveal. We're just having a moment. We're just having a discussion. That's what STEM research is about. So Elliot Range messaged me. Elliot Range, of course, is a stimulator. He's on here regularly on Twitch. And he messaged me. He was like, man, some Baby Huey would sound nice. Baby Huey, a Chicago artist signed to Curtom Records for a very short career. He died suddenly as his career was really blowing up. And I said, man, bro, it's hard to get them Chicago stems, man. Them Chicago artists, a lot of crooked business behind a lot of those labels. And I have a story like DJ Infinite shared with me that an executive who was from Chicago had a whole bunch of master tapes at his house, and he was moving, and he instructed DJ Infinite to throw them out. Like, literally, DJ Infinite is going to the garbage with master reels, the things that now are like gold and holy grail. Like, DJs, producers, engineers now look at these master tapes that nobody cared about in the 70s, 80s, and even parts of the 90s. Like, now they are coveted. And people used to walk around with them in bags. Like, yeah, I got all of the DJ International masters right here. What do you want for them? You did Summertime, so you heard me and Hula in the background. Yes. Hula told me that you guys stacked those backgrounds like 100 times to make it sound like Hula or Fingers, Azza Fingers, is on the Facebook chat. He's not on the Twitch chat. And I asked Hula to tell me a story about the song, the making of the song. And he said that he and Azza, when you hear the Summertime, rock and roll, whatever they're saying, it sounds like it's a room full of people, and it's just him and Azza recording it 6 or 7 or 10 times over and over and over. And that's super dope. That's a super dope way to do it. All right, let's dive in, shall we? Let's keep the show moving. We are about to get into DeBarge. Time Will Reveal. A great song. Glad to have the stems. I'm glad to be able to present it. Written by Eldra DeBarge, Bobby DeBarge. Look at this. They pulled Bobby DeBarge from Limbo, the older brother that was in Switch. Bobby co-wrote this song. Bobby, Bunny, and L. At this point, these guys, and I said this before when we did Stay With Me last week, Barry Gordy has pretty much given them the reins to do whatever it is they want when it comes to production. These are relatively lean years at Motown. Not the worst time. There are certainly still hits that are coming out of Motown in the 1980s. And I've run off a bunch of them at times on this show. I'm not going to do it again. That's for you guys to do for me in the chat if you feel. So there were hits, but there wasn't a lot of star power. You still had Lionel Richie, who was a star, but the Commodores without Lionel Richie hadn't found their way yet. You had Rick James, who was still doing this thing, dropped the Cold-Blooded album. That did what it did. Smokey is still Smokey, but he's not killing it. You know, Smokey's got a lot of dope black people albums in the 1980s. Absolutely. Smokey's got a lot of great black albums, period. Great music to just listen to if you ever just on your streaming services and you just want to listen to some Smokey Robinson albums. That dude is bad. That said, at this point, Barry Gordy's like, he throws him the keys and like, do you guys, do your thing. You guys are one of the flagship groups on the label. As a matter of fact, this album is the album that kind of propels them to tour with Luther Vandross in 1984. And that's a pretty damn big deal. All right. So Time Will Reveal. Let's jump into the instrumental. Let's play the music. It's a great song. There's a lot of elements that you'll hear that they never used. Like when I say they gave them the budget, they gave them the budget. There's strings in this song that were never used on the final version. Can you imagine? They had the budget to bring in strings to overdub and said, nah, we're good. And the song is a good song plain without all of the strings, but when you hear the strings, you'll be like, wow, that's dope. It's a dope piece of the song that could have been used, but wasn't. Also, there's extra lyrics and a cold ending once we get to the vocals. An incredible ending that they did not use that they just decided to fade the song out. So I'm really excited to present this song because it is truly one of those songs that represents what STEM research is all about, which is digging into the tracks and finding things that A, you did not know exist, and B, versions, alternative takes and things, which is basically the same as A. So there really is no B. All right. So let's dive in, man. I've been saying it enough. Wait a minute. There's words.
To make you feel so cute.
All right. Cut. Let's take it back. Come on. I'm supposed to. I'm not on my job. My job is muting the vocals. What are you doing, Mike Love? People are like, no, let it play. I like it like that. That's my part. All right. So you'll get to hear it again from the top with with the strings, and listen closely for those strings, man, because again, they were not used in the final version. All right, let's dive back in. Muted vocals. Vocals are last on this show. We don't do that. We don't play like that. You didn't notice the strings because they're not there. Again, these strings were not used in the final version of the song, so you didn't notice them because they were not there. So again, I'm playing the song as it was originally recorded. That is what's special about STEM research. That is what's special about me. I'm presenting it. So there. Let's take it from the top, and we'll let it ride this time. Bass is heavy. Like that bass is super heavy. Bring some of that bass down a little bit. Oh, they could have released a version with them strings, though. Like, they paid all that money. Paid all that money for the string section. Nah. Who says that? Who says nada? Breakdown. L. DeBarge on keys. Put that out under the Stimulators label. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Shaggy. Let's do it. It's already in the remix. I left those strings in my version. My house remix. Like, just release the slow version, dude. Don't house everything. Don't house everything, Mike Love. slow jam. Nice stepper. Beautiful ending. What?
Ben Barney said suck his dick, man.
God.
You can leave the shit on there, right?
Okay. All right. Just loose chatter in the studio. Like, who says that at the end of a beautiful song like that? All right. Ben Barney is the engineer, studio engineer, Barney Perkins. It's his actual name. Yikes. Who is that? L? Who says something like that? Like, this is a family show, bro. What are you doing? All right. Let's dive into the tracks, shall we? Let's start with the drums. A very laid-back drum performance by either Ndugu Chandler or Harvey Mason. One of the two. Both of them played drums on this album. Not exactly sure who played drums on this song because individual songs were not credited. See how dry these drums are and how nothing is leaking into them because of the way the song was recorded. I talk about this regularly now that we're playing songs with 48 tracks, the slave and master tracks. So only drums and certain other instruments are recorded during that first take of 24 tracks. And then on the second go round, the overdubs, strings, and certain other instruments, strings and horns mainly, and a lot of other vocals as well. So when you look at these tracks as they are labeled from the studio. So let's make them bigger so you can see it. So it says master drums from the master reel. Again. Master snare, master kick, slave sticks, all right, slave kabasa, which is from the slave track, so that was part of the overdubs, keys, slave horns, so the horns were recorded in the second go round, the flute, some of the background vocals. The lead vocals were recorded on the master tracks. And there you go. So there's your part of STEM research is the education of how the songs were made, how they were recorded. So it isn't so much of a mystery. Not that anybody cares, but that's why I do. I care. Damn it. That bass is hitting, man. You can hear their gospel roots. Tracy Love, what up, sir? Thank you for joining us on Facebook. Cheryl, sweet lady. Oh, I finally got my chat in front of me. I'm in heaven now. Breakdown. See the sticks in the kabasa that only come up at that part of the song. Bass is supposed to get its own pass. What am I doing? Just vibe with the drums, okay? Vibe with the drums. So, no antics from the drummer on this one. No over-the-top drumming. Even though the song is getting into the climax of the song, drums are still pretty neutral playing right now. Now, step it up a little bit. It's still, straightforward. Not on the ride much. There we go. There we go, Ndugu. But these session drummers played to the song. In concert, you can get loose with it and have fun and, get crazy. But while you're recording the song, it's very straightforward. All right, let's continue the breakdown of Time Will Reveal from DeBarge. Let's start out with the bass. Let's take the drums out. Let's go with the Rhodes and some of the other keys. No guitar on this song. No guitar, just bass and keys. Kept it pretty basic. Didn't want to clutter it. Not a lot of clutter. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. S.T.E.M Research. We're here 8 o'clock Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, Monday through Friday on these here social media platforms. Follow us. Tell your friends. Share the video. Facebook, share the video. Remember that? Share the video. It's still going to get deleted at 10 o'clock, but share the video. You can still feel the vocals. Sandra Jones, what up? Dope. L. DeBarge on keys. Synthesizer programming from Michael Boddicker. Percussion from Paulino da Costa. So when you see El DeBarge perform these songs, he's literally sitting at a keyboard. Like, he's been playing it all his life because he played the keys on the song. No drums, just keys and bass. Let's take the bass out. That bass is rattling. Stick around. We play vocals last. We'll get to the vocals. Don't worry about it. We got the vocals coming up. Incredible vocal performance from Elle and the family. piano. Reminds you of Taxi. Got that Bob James flavor. I feel you. Feel you, Miss Chris. That bass is clean. Listen to that. No leakage. More keys. I love these keys on this. Electric piano. L. DeBarge killing it. Now the song fades out way before it gets to that cold ending, and when we get to the vocals, you'll see the amazing things that they did with that, with that cold ending. Incredible. Like the way the song should have ended or could have ended. Some of you might like it. Some of you might be like, I'm glad they kept it the way they did. But it's interesting how the song fades out. And there's so much that was not used in this song. All right, let's go to the horns. And did we get to the strings? Okay, let's get to the strings and the horns tracks. And again, the strings were left on the cutting room floor. So the strings that you hear are strings that were never used. Maybe they might have faded them up a little bit in certain parts of the song. So clean. Like this recording is like, they record this in Hollywood, man. They record this in the best studios. Best studios. You can hear the reverb on the strings. Incredible. Remixes with the strings. I already did. Incredible. All right, let's move the cursor up a little bit because it's a big break there. This whole song was supposed to be this, and maybe it's better that it wasn't. Like, it was supposed to be this big, rich, stereophonic, orchestrated thing, and it's not, right? Like, go listen to Time Will Reveal after we're done here. And listen to how stripped down it is compared to what someone pictured it to possibly be. It's very stripped down. We'll let the keys play. Get you to the next string part. So horns, strings, and flute all recorded in overdubs. As you can see on the slave tracks. Love it. Sounds like a symphony, right? Sandra Jones. They pulled the whole symphony orchestra in for this. All right, so again, less is more, right? That's where they ended up going with the song, in the less is more category, the less is more perspective, because maybe the song didn't need to be big. You know, obviously it didn't, because they didn't use all of those sounds. And it's like, would the song have been the song that we know and love it if they had, you know, would it have gone to number one? It's like, what is this? I mean, I don't know. I don't think people really hear or listen to or pay attention to those types of things. It's just the song and the melody and what grabs you. Of course, the vocal, which is why we leave vocals for last on this show. But it's, you know, it's a very interesting decision, I think. And it's a dope decision. You know, it's a gutsy decision to record all of those strings, to record all of those parts and not use them. And it's also dope to have them, to be able to present them so you can go like, wow, never knew that stuff existed. All right, it is time for the vocals. And yeah, so let's get into that. All right, we'll make sure we have all the other tracks muted. Oh, by the way, so people that are like, you should do a remix with all of the strings, I did. It's on my Bandcamp page, Mike MFN Love. I did a version of this song with the strings, and it's a house mix. So, you know, if you want me to do a slow version, I can do that too. We'll put that on the bonus tracks.
What can I do to make you feel secure? Remove all your doubts so that you know for sure that you're the apple of my eye, girl. Fulfillment of my dream. Time will show the value.
Come on, Elle.
Just what you mean to me. More precious than silver, more precious than diamond rings or anything that I could give you. It wouldn't mean a thing if you didn't have my love beside you there to guide you through. But ain't it good to know you do?
I know just how you feel.
Heavenly.
But this time
Chills,
love's
bro.
for real.
In time it will reveal.
The special love that's deep inside of us will all reveal in time.
All right, so we got to go back because those background vocals came in super gospel-like, heavenly. So these guys are finally showing some of those gospel chops, right? And oddly enough, not oddly enough, this song was flipped by Blackstreet in the 1990s. I know the Lord is real. Remember that remake that they did? So they must have felt, Teddy Riley and the crew must have felt like this song had that feeling in it. All right, let's back it up and let's do that background vocal.
I know just how you feel. In time it will reveal. Deep inside of us will all reveal in time.
All right, let's get back to
Let's
get back to the mega stack.
I tell you I love you, but you won't believe it's true.
Where are the tracks?
More precious than silver, more precious than diamond rings or anything that I could give you. It wouldn't mean a thing if you didn't have my love beside you there to guide you through. But ain't it good to know you too?
I know just how you feel.
But this time love's for real.
In time it will reveal.
The special love that's deep inside of us will all reveal in time.
I know just how you feel.
But this time love's for real.
In time it will reveal.
The special love that's deep inside of us will all reveal in time. Say, baby, yeah, baby.
Or anything that I could give you, it wouldn't mean a thing
Cutting
if
room.
you didn't have my love beside you there to guide you through.
All right, so first we got to stop because that's a cutting room floor part. I know this song like the back of my hand. My sister had the album. She was a DeBarge fanatic, and that background that Bunny does right here does not exist on the record.
Or anything that I could give you, it wouldn't mean a thing if you didn't have
Dope.
my love beside
Come
you
through,
there
Bunny.
to guide you through.
But
Come
ain't
through,
it good to
Ederline.
know you too?
I know just how you feel.
But this time love's for real.
In time it will reveal.
The special love that's deep inside of us will all reveal in
I
time.
know just how you feel.
But this time love's for real.
In time it will reveal.
Oh, the special love in us will all reveal in time.
I know just how you feel.
So let your little heart lay down, my darling.
In time it will reveal.
The special love that's deep inside of us will all reveal in.
All right, so up, time to take a break because your man Eldra is going into snap hard mode. So we got to take the backgrounds out, let L eat, and then let the backgrounds eat because they're doing their things as well.
Reveal in time.
I know just how you feel.
But this time love's for real. Hey,
Come through.
So let your little heart lay down, my darling.
Chills, bro. Chills. Chills, bro. Back it up. Back it up. He snapped. All right, hold up. Let's take it back. Let's take it back.
Guide you through, but ain't it good to know you too? Ah,
No backgrounds. Backgrounds gone.
but this time love's for real.
Let L eat right now.
The special love that's deep inside of us will all reveal in time.
Take it up, L.
But this time love's for real. Hey, all the special love in us will all reveal in time. So let your little heart lay down, my darling.
Come on. Is that what he said? I didn't know.
The special love that's deep inside of us will all reveal in time. But this time love's for real. The special love that's deep inside of us will all reveal in time.
Okay. So as you can see, so you might be like, well, how come there's no bumps on the screen with L singing? And that's because there were so many tracks in this session that I had to like bounce them down into stems. It's the name of the show, STEM Research. It's like 48 tracks, and sometimes 48 tracks or more will like cause my computer to be like, so I bounced them down. All right, so let's go back. Let's listen to the background vocals. Let's take Eldra out, and let's let the family eat. And then at the very end, there's going to be like this big
Give you, it wouldn't mean a thing if you didn't have my love beside you there to guide you through. I know just how you feel.
I love that. Let's back that up. Let's take this out. I love when they.
I know just how you feel.
Crazy singing.
In time it will reveal.
Y'all gonna put some respect on the DeBarge's name after this STEM research, man.
I know just how you feel. In time it will reveal.
This Mike had to be in tears of joy, huh?
I know just how you feel.
Backgrounds eating right now, brothers,
In
sisters.
time it will reveal. I know just how you feel. In time it will reveal.
Big finish coming.
Time, time, time.
What, bro? Are you serious? Are you serious? Get out of here. What? What was that? They went straight Queen at the end and they faded that? Come on, man. Y'all know I'm taking it back. Let's bring the whole thing back. Let's put L in there. Let's let everybody eat. There's a whole cold ending that they faded. All right. So Y'all know, if you know the song like I know the song, you know where it fades, all right? So I'll tell you. So we'll go back over the song. We'll play with the vocals and the ad-libs and the cold, crazy, ridiculous ending. Why did they cut that? Y'all know I'm going through it again. Come on, man. Come on, class. Y'all know how this class goes. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it all the way back. Get all the extra ad-libs, all of L doing his thing, and then this crazy, cold ending out. Let me just hit play. Let me just hit play, man. I can't believe, I was like floored when I heard that.
Or anything that I could give you. It wouldn't mean a thing if you didn't have
Bunny.
my love beside you there to guide you through.
But ain't it good to know you too?
I know just how you feel.
But this time love's for real.
In time it will reveal
The special love that's deep inside of us will all reveal in time.
I know just how you feel.
But this time love's for real.
In time it will reveal
Oh, the special love in us will all reveal in time.
I know just how you feel.
So let your little heart lay down, my darling.
In time
Starts
it
fading
will
after that, right?
The special love that's deep inside
Starts
of
fading
us
around here,
will all reveal
right?
in time.
It's fading
I
now.
know just
So the song is
how you
ending. It's over on the
But
record,
this time
as you've
love's
heard
for
it.
real.
In time it
But
will
oh, you missed this.
The special love that's deep inside of us will all reveal in time.
time, time.
I got chills, bro. Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely shitting me? Wow. Like, why would you go like, yeah, we don't want the world to know that DeBarge is really, really good at singing. Crazy. Absolutely crazy, man. So, STEM research. That's why this show exists. Because you never know. You never know. Thank Mike Love. Mike Love, thanks, bro. Appreciate it, Mike MFN. You're a STEM undercover. Yeah, man, that's crazy. That's absolutely insane. I'm going to play it one more time. One more time, and we're going to get out of here. So we got the background vocals punched in. Let's punch out the lead. And let's leave the background vocals in. That's absolute. Can you believe that? They left the strings and that on the cutting room floor. It's still a great song. Went number 1 black, number 18 pop. Maybe they didn't want it to sound too pop. Maybe that ending is a little bit too pop for where DeBarge were. And it's crazy because the very next album is Rhythm of the Night, where they go completely left, straight pop. I don't know. But they're black at this point. They're black.
Time.
That's so fucking ridiculous, bro. That's so fucking ridiculous. All right, that's how you end the show, man. We're getting out of class early tonight. Shout out to everybody on all right, let's silly. All right. Time will reveal from DeBarge, man. A great tune. Courtesy of STEM Research. That is what we do on this show, man. Thank you guys for being a part of what we do every single day. Thank you.
1, 2, 3.
Kirk Void. All right, so you know the deal. It's that time of the show where we say goodbye. So long. Miss Chris, glad you enjoyed it. Hope there is man, I got chills, bro. I'm telling you, I've listened to that a gang of times. And when I get to present it here on STEM Research, it's like it just gives me chills all over again because DeBarge. I was like, oh my God, when they hear this on STEM Research, it's gonna be a problem. All right, it is time for us to say thank you to those of you who decided to be a part of what we are doing. It is very important to me to say thank you to the people that are lurking on Twitter and the people that are on Facebook and now on YouTube and Twitter. DJ Infinite. That's my brother. Thank you to Abbott Costello. Is that really a person or a bot, bro? Thank you to Academy Impossible, which is definitely a bot, but thank you. Angel Law Go-Go, Benjamin Tannehill, Benjamin E. I've been saying that name wrong the whole time. Benjamin E. You know what? I'm just going to stay with Benjamin Tannehill. DJ H. Lee, DJ Miz 1970. Thank you. DJ Infinite. Thank you. DJ Circuit. Everybody, thank you. D-Town 847. Thank you. Eastern 001. Thank you. Arabs. Thank you. Elysian. Thank you. Inuasha Edwina. Thank you. Jesus Martinez 1998. Thank you. Miss Chris 7, thank you. Number 1 NE fan for life, thank you. On 3D, thank you. Shimeon Perez, thank you. Simsei 08, thank you. Skip Talk, thank you. Spike Trap Claire, thank you. That dude Shaka 0871, thank you. The Gym Addict, thank you. Tiz Cloud, Virgo Pros, Wop Tart. Thank you for being a part of what we do. Thank you. Are we rating? We are absolutely rating. We are going to see who is on tonight. That is what we do on this show, man. Tomorrow night, we got the Queens of Disco, Donna Summer with Bad Girls, and Diana Ross. Diana Ross with the classic Love Hangover. The song that will never die. All right, let's go to Creator Dashboard. Let's see who we can raid. Maurice Culpepper, I gotta follow him. I should be following him, now that I think about it. Stimulators, thank you. People on Facebook with the commentary, I appreciate it. Thank you all. You guys help to make the show what it is, right? Alicia's on. You just gonna run down the names? Thank you, King T. All right, let me see. I'm waiting for my raid. Oh, no, we don't do ads. No, we don't do ads. What is going on here? I'm sorry. If y'all seeing an ad, I'm sorry. Okay, we don't do raids on this channel. I mean, we don't do ads on this channel. This is an ad-free channel. Yep, DJ Alicia is on, all right? Ooh, DJ Sneak, too. All right, Alicia's family, though. So we'll see y'all tomorrow on STEM Research. Have a good night. Class is dismissed. Peace.